Last November, New York City voters overwhelmingly elected the first self proclaimed Democratic Socialist mayor in New York City history, Zohran Mamdani. He was elected with big promises of great things to come for New Yorkers. It's been about 50 days. Let's head out to New York and check and see how things are doing on the ground.
This sidewalk is filled with shit.
Okay, not exactly what I was expecting, but that was probably just a bad area. Let's check somewhere else. I'm sure it looks much different over there. Okay, again, a little bit surprising. Not a big issue though. Main reason because socialism is for the people, by the people. These people voted him in. They have a universal sense of pride about their community. I'm sure they're going to head out there and just start taking care of it themselves. They offered $30 now because nobody showed up, but I'm sure after that people started showing up. Oh, they're showing up and taking the money and getting paid to go sit at home. Okay, again, a little bit surprising, but honestly, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, I've heard him say this a couple times. This is probably just one of those problems that Mayor Eric Adams left behind. It's going to get sorted out. It's fine. It's not a big deal. We're working on it. But at least like he promised, the buses are free. Everyone's getting free bus rides now. That was a major thing. Everyone's happy about that. And so I guess January 4th, the fare increased $3 for buses and subway trains. Okay, again, a little surprise here, although it was a little confusing to see how they were going to take a program that, costs a lot of money, but also it generates about $650 million in revenue towards the city budget every year. It was a little confusing on how that was just going to become free. That's fine. They're probably still working on it. And honestly, I know how we're going to get this done. And it's something that everybody wants to do universally. Everyone approves it. Tax the rich. That's what we're going to do. Mamdani already said it. Tax the rich, make them pay their fair share. Everybody knows if you make more money, you should have to definitely pay more. Taxing the rich, that's what's going to do it.
Key parts of the $260 billion proposal include no new income tax increases.
Well, you know what? Who cares about her? That's fine. Whatever. You should say whatever she wants. I'm sure there's other things that he can do to get these things taken care of. Said he's going to get the money from somewhere. I'm sure he's got another plan that's going to work. 9.5% property tax increase. I feel like that's going to affect the middle class though, too. I feel like that's going to hit the middle class. Oh, okay. Either the wealthy get taxed or the property taxes are just going to go up. There's got to be other ways he's getting the money, though. It's not just going to come from that, right? Okay, cutting funding to parks. People don't care about parks. Who cares? Cuts to the police. That's fine. Whatever. We money got to come from somewhere. Straight up. I'm going to soak the middle class if he can't tax the rich. Okay. It's getting a little frustrating here, but that's fine. Whatever. The real important thing is that the people are happy.
We are not having it. They're not even 3 months into your administration, into your term. You want to hit us with a 9.5% interest property tax increase.
Okay. Surprising again, a little confusing. But these things, they got to take time to work themselves out. Critics are saying that these, the budget shortfalls and the participation shortcomings and the sanitation concerns that the system is broken. That is just a fundamental misunderstanding of what's going on here. Because, the framework itself remains theoretically sound. Some people have gone so far to say that it's a perfect system. Socialism, perfect system. It just, it hasn't been implemented correctly yet. That's the issue with it. It's not the system. It hasn't been implemented correctly yet. And that, even history says it just hasn't been done correctly. So we haven't lost hope here yet. Off to a rocky start, but he's going to bring it around. He made those promises. So we will just continue to monitor the situation on the ground in New York as we have updates. That's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. That is the quickest way to help us grow. Until next time, Sticky Green Beret out.